Begin with a Republican Senator, John Barrasso from Wyoming. He joins us. He's up on Capitol Hill. Senator, let's pick up right there. You've heard this effort that the Republican Party is going through this big rebranding process and getting out there across the country to try to listen to people's concerns on the big issues of the day. But as Rick was just saying, you've got Jeb Bush, Mitt Romney, John McCain. That doesn't sound like a lot of rebranding or new faces, does it?
Well, I listen to all the people of Wyoming. I had 2 telephone town hall meetings yesterday. I do these on a monthly basis, and that's the way I do it. But any party, you want to build it from the bottom up, work your way up, and also you want to make sure that you're multiplying your party, not dividing your party. And you know, it's an issue of addition, not subtraction. This is not a time to purify, it's a time to multiply. So I'm going to continue to listen to the folks back home and do everything I can to continue with my philosophy of limited government, lower taxes, secure borders, a strong defense. Those are the things that I think are important to all Americans, and it's about the quality of life of the average American and what makes their life better.
Time to multiply, not purify. Obviously, you represent Wyoming, one of the more Republican states in the nation, but do you feel like the party then needs to be reaching out more to moderates in other parts of the country to try to regain a big tent?
Well, America continues to be a country that is middle right, and to me that's the Republican Party and the Big Ten of Ronald Reagan. So I'm saying let's make sure we recruit excellent candidates across the country and put forth our message, and we will do well. But we're going to continue to fight for the things that are part of our philosophy, which are the philosophy that really helped America grow for the last over 200 years. Limited government, lower taxes, secure borders, strong defense, kind of common sense issues that I think really resonate with American people.
Senator, I want to turn your attention to the swine flu crisis that's been out there, an imminent pandemic, if you will, as the World Health Organization calls it. Vice President Biden was on a morning show this morning and asked about what advice he would give to his family members at this time in terms of traveling. Take a listen to what he said, and I'll ask you about it on the other side.
Okay.
I would tell members of my family, and I wouldn't go anywhere in confined places now. It's not that it's going to Mexico, it's you're in a confined aircraft. When one person sneezes, it goes all the way through the aircraft. That's me. I would not be at this point, if they had another way of transportation, suggesting they ride the subway.
Senator, he tried, or his spokeswoman tried to walk this back a little bit, but nonetheless, is Vice President Biden is he responsible now for creating a panic in the country?
Well, I'm going to get on an airplane tomorrow and fly back to Wyoming, and I'm looking forward to getting on that airplane tomorrow. I have great concerns about what the Vice President just mentioned. I got a BlackBerry message while I was having breakfast this morning. I was with the Secretary of State at the State Department with a number of members of the Foreign Relations Committee, and I couldn't believe that he had actually said those things, and mentioned it to a couple of other senators after the breakfast, and they said, what is he saying? What is he thinking? So, and this was a bipartisan group of senators. So
did Secretary of State Clinton have a response?
I didn't mention it to her. We were talking about some other issues about world affairs, the Middle East, and some travels that a number of the members of the committee had just done. But I think all of us who saw this, the Vice President's comments were quite surprised.
Senator, to take a step back, you're a medical doctor. Taking a look at the way that the administration has handled this, do you feel like there is, beyond the Biden comments, an appropriate or inappropriate sense of urgency that's been conveyed to the public around all of this?
Well, I think they've been relying on public health officers, the Center for Disease Control. I think they've gotten it right, but what we really got right was the effort in the last administration to make sure that preventive measures were there, that there would be 50 million doses, if you will, or treatment regimens in case of such an epidemic with the flu. So, the preparation is there. 12.5 million dose regimes have been released already. So I think that the preparation has been done and will continue in concerns with the fall in terms of if there's going to need to be some additional vaccinations.
President Obama last night at his press conference also gave a lot of credit to the Bush administration for exactly that. He was marking the occasion of his 100th day. What kind of grade would you give him?
Well, to me, he's trying to take the country radically to the left, and it's not consistent with my philosophy or that of my home state. I have concerns. He's trying to really make more people, in my opinion, dependent upon a big government, a government that to me spends too much, taxes too much, and borrows too much. So those are my concerns.
And we should ask, at this breakfast with Senator Clinton, was there bacon on the menu? Any pork products?
First.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that exactly.
Whether there was any pork products on the menu this morning at the breakfast, whether you have any concerns.
No, I thought it was an interesting discussion, though, about Israel, about the Middle East, about Iran, the nuclear capabilities there, discussions about Afghanistan, Pakistan, because both we've had a chance to visit with the president of Afghanistan. The president of Afghanistan's coming here to the United States in a week, as is the president of Pakistan. All of the issues that are facing the world is a dangerous place. And, I really got the sense that the Secretary of State has her good finger on the pulse of